Hey there, EV jerks and new subscribers. I appreciate you guys subscribing to my cat channel.
Straight, what do we have going on here?
I gotta constantly check behind me because I'm in South Sacramento. Not a good place. So the video I did comparing the ID4 to the Tesla Model Y, it comes across like I'm bashing the ID4. And I really do like the ID4, but the Tesla Model Y is much, much better. That said though, I'm sitting here and I'm actually a little bit nostalgic for the ID4. Here are some things that I miss about the ID4 and things I actually think are better than the Tesla Model Y. So probably number one, I would have to say, are the seats. So the seats, they look nice and they're form-fitting to my butt, sort of. The ID4 was a little bit wider. That was good. So the overall shape of them was nice. It was much nicer. They're a little wider, a little more forgiving. They still had a steep edge to them. So like if you were turning hard, they would kind of hold you snug in place. But the back headrest was really where it was. It was much more contoured. This kind of juts out and it's not real forgiving. The other thing I really liked about the ID4 is that it had massaging seats. And I know people said, it's kind of gimmicky. It really wasn't. It was actually quite nice. Really massage your lower back for those long car rides. It was quite nice. And last thing is just wear and tear on the seats. Now I put a little over like 9,500 miles on the ID4 and it showed a lot less wear than the Tesla Model Y. Hopefully I still have some footage from that. I can show you what the Model Y looks like and you can compare the two yourself. It just had a fabric on the side of the ID4 that it wasn't susceptible to like wrinkling and showing wear like that. All right, the next thing that is much better about the ID4 are the headlights. So the headlights, when you would turn, they would move with you. It was also much brighter. Now I do have footage of that. I'll go ahead and show you that now so you can compare the two. We have the ID4 and then we have the Tesla Model Y. So the other thing is interior lighting. Now look inside the Model Y. It's supposed to be minimalistic. There's not a lot of lights anywhere. I mean, I have this open so you can see lights there. That's pretty much it though. If I close that up, it is pretty dark in here. Now with the ID4, I had a little more light inside the cabin, which made it nice. But the other thing is, this is kind of stupid, but when I was going to baseball tournaments for my son, the main color that they had was a Carolina blue. So I'd make the interior Carolina blue. If we were going to see a Kings game, we would turn it purple. And because I'm a Gonzaga alumni and a massive Gonzaga basketball fan, during basketball season, I would make it red and blue, you know, just to support the team. Another thing that I really miss about the ID4 is that the ride quality was a lot smoother. Now, this isn't overall something that I usually really care about, but there's periods where if you're on long stretches of kind of rough road, you kind of miss it at those points. Now, luckily, the roads in California are smooth for the most part, but there's some areas where it's a little sketch, like for a random example, South Sacramento, a little sketchy, a lot of bullet pock marks in the ground, driving over hypodermic needles, things like that, broken glass, it gets a little rough. I could use the ID4's suspension at that point. And the last thing that I really miss about the ID4 is the turn radius. The turn radius on that thing turns on a dime. It's ridiculous. You don't think you need it until you have it, and then when you have it, you don't realize how much easier it makes parking, just maneuvering around town, especially in tight parking lots. I mean, that thing was a dream. And I had the all-wheel drive version. That was actually, had less turn radius than the rear-wheel drive version. Phenomenal turn radius. And that sounds like something not to get excited about. Like I said, until you have it, you didn't know you missed it. Actually, one final thing I actually kind of miss about the ID4 is this. So this is the sunroof. It is so blacked out, you can't even see through it right now. So I kind of like that with the ID4. It was not treated with anything to block out the sun, so I could bake as needed. But I had the screen that I could enable and close that up, and I didn't have to have the sun beating down on me. Like right now, I mean, this is just the way it is, and I have to buy some aftermarket cover if I want to cover up my moist pink skin. Because basically I'm a translucent jellyfish. So really, Tesla, if you want to make your car better, in those aspects, make it more like the ID4. Other than that, to be completely honest, I'm still extremely happy with the Tesla Model Y purchase. Everything about it tech-wise is unbelievable, and I do love the way that it drives.
Would you rather have the ID4, the Model Y, or Elvis's limo?
All right, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you for subscribing if you already have, and if you haven't yet, it's just today, only today, it's free. And now I'll add a picture of a cat because this is a cat channel. Stu, are you glad to be part of a cat channel?
I don't have an outro, so how about this?